All networks, regardless of the controls or security mechanisms in place, are the secret home to shadow IT devices just sitting and waiting to cause trouble at 4 p.m. on a Friday very soon. Hello, my name is John Nye, and I'm the Technical Product Manager and Resident Tech Evangelist for IoT Secure and our IoT security appliances, the IoT Mini and IoT Max. Before I worked here, I spent over a decade as an InfoSec consultant and penetration tester. During my time in the field, I saw so many scary and insecure networks and systems that I still have nightmares. In this series, I'll talk about some of the most worrisome issues out there and how IoT Secure can help you take control and sleep better at night. Today we're going to talk about something that sounds about as sinister as it actually is: shadow IT. And simply put, shadow IT is any endpoint on a network that is unknown to the network administrators. And if you've worked in InfoSec for any length of time, you've certainly heard of the CIS critical controls. There's 18 of these critical controls, and these controls represent the most important aspects of network and system security for the modern enterprise. And if you work in IT, you should be well versed in these controls. Now, this isn't a video about the CIS controls, but if you take a quick look at the list of controls, you'll see that number one is, and always has been, inventory and control of enterprise assets. In my time as a penetration tester and a consultant, I tested hundreds of networks for organizations that ranged from healthcare to education and to banking. And in every single one, I was able to quickly find numerous previously unknown devices for shadow IT. And these devices were almost always the way that I was able to compromise their network. It often made my job just a little too easy. There is a common and simple saying in InfoSec that goes, "One cannot secure what is not known." This seems pretty obvious when you think about it, but I have yet to see anyone get asset inventories right. They either do them regularly, semi-regularly, leaving new devices to fester until the new inventory cycle. Or more commonly, an inventory was done once, usually years ago, and it's assumed that simply adding newly acquired devices as they're added to the network would do the trick. But in 2022, users are very tech savvy and are much more likely to add unexpected devices to your network. Consider all the connected devices that are purchased by departments other than IT, like smart TVs for lobbies and conference rooms, or what about smart coffee pots or smart vending machines? What about the IP cameras that facilities installed? What about HVAC or entry control systems? Did all those go through IT before being put online? In most cases, we found that they were not approved or even known to IT or the security teams, creating a pervasive culture that feeds the beast of shadow IT. How can IoT Secure help? Well, now that we've established that shadow IT is a real thing that is almost certainly skulking in the shadows of your network, let's quickly discuss how IoT Secure can help you find and take control of all the endpoints on your network quickly and easily. IoT Secure's IoT security appliances are designed to safely and accurately find and identify all your IoT and connected devices. It also manages these devices, finding vulnerabilities, missing patches, and other issues without the need for software agents, tap span ports, or any kind of full packet capture. But the IoTSA doesn't just look for IoT and connected devices that are otherwise unmanaged. It also inventories every single device on your network. It will check regularly to ensure that the inventory is as accurate as possible and kept up to date. You can learn more about the IoTSAs and how they work in our technical overview videos, which are linked in the description below, as well as the card at the end of this video. But in essence, the IoTSA can find devices on your network across any number of VLANs and alert on any newly discovered devices, as well as any other issues that are found. To learn more about the IoT security appliances right now, you can go to iotsecure.io. And if you'd like to try the IoT Mini out for free so you can see how it works for yourself, you can request one at iotmini.io.